obviously the DLC Teal Mask gave us Kitakami, right? The interesting thing is they say Kitakami is another region. They never call it the Kitakami region. They call it the land of Kitakami. So there's a theory that Kitakami is actually a part of a larger region based on Tohoku, Japan, and that would be the Gen 10 region. And that Kitakami would be like a segment of the Gen 10 region.
Epic.
Interesting.
Epic.
I mean, I feel like I could see it for like Gen 10 to like, hey, we're gonna go back to our roots. We're going back to, something that is more like Japanese influenced. Kind of just calling back and then giving new regional forms and things. That would be like a cool full circle moment for Pokemon.
Yeah. Especially for Generation 10, right?
Yeah, I think that could work.
And what's interesting, I'm gonna just explain this for viewers, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Kanto is what? Here, kind of?
No, where Tokyo is.
I'm sorry. So Kanto's here, Johto's here, and then I think this area down here is supposed to be Hoenn, and then Sinnoh's obviously way up here. It's identical.
It's obviously Sinnoh.
It is interesting to think that like this region based on Tohoku could be it could be north of Kanto, right? And
it could also include the Senjo ruins, right?
It could include the Sevi Islands, right? It could basically be like you play through this game, DLCs in Kanto, DLCs in Johto. Like
it definitely could not include Sevi.
Sevi's those islands you're
right here,
seeing
right?
under.
Well, not that one, but yeah, underneath.
Not that one, but like there's little tiny islands there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sinjo.
There's still so many like cool like yokai and stuff that they haven't touched. I want to like, because Ludicolo is based on a kappa, and those are actually like Ludicolo's fun. He's dancing, he has a good time, but kappas are actually like incredibly like dark and evil, and I would like to lean into that.
I think going back to Japan is really exciting, mostly for the implications of. Also, just including these, almost like reimagining these older regions through either DLC or, like, I do think we're due for. I think if we're going to be getting if Gen 10 is going to be on a new Switch console, a new Nintendo console, like we are due. As soon as we get a new console, we are due for a new Kanto game. Like that's happening.
It's almost guaranteed.
Technically true, yeah.
So. Even though like I'm old enough now where I've lived through too many of these Kanto cycles, like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, but this would be like the best Japanese region that we've ever got. I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean, Legends Arceus.
Look up some pictures of Tohoku, Dusty, so like we can kind of see what the vibes would be.
Yeah, because we haven't had like a Japanese region that's like all like this, and I mean they'd be building off of their mistakes in Scarlet and Violet as well. Yeah. But it's the craziest Japanese regions that we'd have.
Oh man, yeah, that's really pretty.
That is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a lot like New England, truthfully.
You see right there, that's oh my gosh.
I'm kidding, but
I think is that the Crystal Pool, or what the Crystal Pool was based off of? That
where
crater right there?
This.
No, it's not.
Oh, this?
Over. No, not that.
It's kind of cool.
Oh.
It looks cool though.
You'll see like the bridge. The bridge.
You're right. Yeah. There's the same bridge is there because it's like a World Heritage Site or something, right?
Yep. Yeah.
It's so scenic.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so a countryside.
Nice. Well, and see, look, like that's the thing too, right? Game Freaks even said this. They said the reason that they did Dynamax was because they wanted something that just showed the leap on the Switch console, like going from 3DS to Switch. They wanted something that emphasized that.
Wow.
So I feel like with the graphical updates that are rumored to be on the Switch 2, I feel like they'd want to do a region that encapsulates that. So do another just gorgeous region, just like the jump to 3D. They wanted to do France and focus on beauty. Like do something like that again. And Tohoku, I mean, it's so scenic. I feel like it'd be perfect for it.
This is like the 10th, the 30th anniversary too. So it's like, go big or go home.
Well, yeah, and that's something to keep in mind as well, right? Like the last time there was a big anniversary they really celebrated with a new gen was the 20th with Sun and Moon, and it was such a love letter to Gen 1, right? Like, you had the regional variants, and it was, at the time, only Gen 1 Pokemon. You had tons of characters, not just from Gen 1, but appearing in the games. Like, you have Grimsley showing up, and Cynthia, and Wally, and Red and Blue are aged up now, you know? So, I feel like there's going to be more of that. And it just... I feel like doing a Japan region just makes that more doable, I guess.
Yeah. They've also definitely heard the fan feedback. And if it comes out in 2026, they are giving themselves a little more time to make it. So I think it'll end up being good. But I'm keeping my hopes, like, you know, around